machine.
Okay, Christian Bale, very very nice, classic. I love Christian Bale. Well, he got a lot of hate for his voice. Voice. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them at first. I said, "What the hell is going on?"
I was like, this feels a little bit too forced.
But now it's like, yes,
But now
he's
it's
angry.
iconic.
He's mad. He is there fighting bad guys. He's there fighting bad guys. What do you expect him to sound like? Like a nice little, "Oh, how was your day? Pow, pow."
Hey, man.
Boom, bang. How the comic strips go? Bam.
Pow.
Yes.
Boom.
So they need to have those, like in his gauntlet or whatever, when he punches like a little motion detector to make a noise.
Yes. Like I like Christian Bale's Batman voice.
I mean, that's
It's
the one I
synonymous.
grew up on, so that's the only Batman I can associate with.
I grew up on the animated series with Pat Conroy.
Batman Beyond
so,
or the original Batman?
So I think Pat Conroy voiced Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond, but the animated series, I got some pops over there of it, was like the 90s cartoon version, and he's voiced Batman a lot, and I wouldn't try to dare copy it to be disrespectful, but I want to try. Give it up, Joker. That was probably really bad.
But I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's so in my brain synonymous.
Yeah.
But then you have like Val Kilmer's Batman, who is very I think almost breathy. Also classic. I like Michael Keaton, George Clooney's. I like them all.
Yeah.
I even like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah.
I like him, but I definitely don't prefer him.
I was super skeptical at first because I didn't like him in Daredevil, and I love Batman. So I was like, damn, I didn't quite like you in Daredevil, and now you're trying to take like an OG hero and be him. I don't know. And then he played him, and I said, this is a good version of Batman. I don't understand why he got so many.
Like Robert Pattinson. So how you feel about that one?
I'm excited to see any Batman come out. I love Batman.
That's fair.
It's just, I think people just automatically associate Twilight, so it's like he's gonna be a vampire Batman. It's like it's not the same character.
Yeah.
So I just watched a movie of his called The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe, and it was intense. And I think that if he brings that same rawness to Batman, it'll be good, because Batman plays a very serious role all the time, unless he's, the character of Bruce Wayne, where he's the playboy billionaire philanthropist, like Tony Stark. But as Batman's a very serious character. He gets in the mind. He's at his heart. He's a detective.
Yeah. So just imagine, your parents are dead. Now you're there,
and now you're a Batman, gliding through the sky.
Night
Pow,
Man.
bang, and booming people.
Batman's the night man.
I saw this argument against Batman not too long ago. I think it was in the last couple days. It was a meme. And it's like, how can you justify Batman like breaking the spine or the arms and legs of like a thug who is just loading up a truck for someone bad? Let's say they were loading a truck for Wilson. Like, they're like, that guy has a family to feed, and you come in, and granted he's doing bad stuff, but you literally wreck his shit. You snap his arm, throw a batarang in his back, and then knock him out. And it's okay. It's it was Batman's work. Good job, Batman. Hell yeah, you stopped that thug. He's dead now. But
We also got to think about it though, like it's Gotham, like.
True.
Gotham.
But when it comes to the Joker, he's like, nah, we're just taking him to the psychiatric place. We're not gonna do too much to him.
Thug, break him. Well, what he
Destroy
probably does
him.
is he probably has. As long as he doesn't kill him, let's assume they're not dead already. He probably has a Gotham bad guy fund he deposits into the bank, not the bank,
As
the
Bruce
hospital.
Wayne.
Yeah, as Bruce Wayne. He's like, this is a fund to help the Batman
Victims.
Yeah. As long as they're not dead.
Have you
The
been a
victims of getting beaten by a dude with some weird psychosis that he has to be a bat.
Said, hey, we got another one.
Have you been affected by Batman 19?
Yeah, it also said if he ever got locked up in Arkham Asylum that he really couldn't fight it. It's like, dude, you kind of dress up like a bat and run around in the dark and beat the shit out of people, man. Right. You got to wait this out, is what it said. You just got to wait it out, man.
Under your mansion called Batcave.
Right. I said I'm not super proficient in Batman's background, but is there any arcs where Batman and Joker switch sides, like Batman's bad and Joker's good?
Not that I'm aware of. I know that there is the Flashpoint comics, and what happens is Bruce dies instead of Martha and Papa Wayne.
Yeah,
because I can't think of his first name right now.
Thomas.
Thomas.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, and his mother becomes the Joker. right? Which I think is really cool. I actually like Thomas Wayne Batman 'cause he has red eyes and he
Yeah.
uses guns.
He has guns. He's
He's
straight up
dual
shooting
wielding
people.
freaking 9mm,
Yeah.
killing people.
It's like, oh no, it's the Batman. He's gonna hit me with a knife.
Yeah, right. No batarangs here.
Nah.
I got bullets.
Glockarangs.
I get a bullet. Yeah.
Could you imagine a giant man in a bat suit flying down, just going off with No, that's the real
nightmare
frightening shit. It's like,
That's
no, he's
nightmare
not
fuel.
gonna beat my ass. He's going to murder me in cold blood.
Yo, Batman's coming. Not even worth it.
But there's a ton of different versions of Batman. There's like, well, you know, I don't know if you know, but DC Universe went through this whole New 52 rebranding. And basically what the New 52 meant was there was 52 different multiverses, right? So each universe had its own theme or spin on the classic characters. So in that sense, there's at least 52 Batmans. If not more, if you're counting, like, if you want to go in like really classic DC comics, you're talking about like Golden Age, Bronze Age, Silver Age of comics,
Like
and
Earth
saying
phase
that each one of those Batmans might be
universe.
different from each other.
Yeah.
But I'm not super knowledgeable on it as much as I just like freaking Batman.
Yeah, like
I know there's one where he's an Owlman, and that's also cool.
Oh, yeah,
and I
I've
think
seen
it's
that
his
pop
older
up.
brother. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
People are crazy.
I think the extent of my knowledge for any kind of comic books is just like TV shows, movies, or a selection of certain comic books. Like, I'm not super big into comic books, but I have a collection of them, and they're cool. But most of the stuff I watch, TVs and movies are based off the comic books. So, and it's not,
They
strictly
take
one
ideas. That's
original.
I feel like the
Yeah.
easiest way to do it. One, because it's familiar with the fans, and then two, it's just could be a good story because they've had so much content that they can draw from to make a theatrical version of something.
Yeah, like Green Arrow lasted 8 seasons. The Flash just finished season 6. And they have a bunch of TV shows based off of. So Supergirl's on, I think, season 5 now. Batwoman just started.
Hey, yeah, I heard it already got canceled. They're looking for a new Batwoman.
Oh, it did they?
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
hear
sure.
that.
Or maybe
I
not
mean,
canceled, but they're looking to recast Batwoman
yeah.
with someone from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have not heard about that.
I think she's
before.
Latina or something.
It might be
Yeah.
Diaz. But yeah, I watched the first couple of episodes of it, and I just couldn't get into it myself. I'm not sure if it was just that show or just
Of Supergirl?
Batwoman.
Oh, Batwoman, yeah.
So I mean, my favorite. Well, that's a different topic, but yeah, I'll save that one. But yeah, I just couldn't get into that one myself. But I mean, The Flash, Green Arrow, The Legends of Tomorrow was good for the first 2 or 3.
Have you watched
seasons.
any of the Supergirl stuff?
I only time I've ever watched Supergirl is for crossover.
Gotcha.
So just because like you have to watch it because it's in that order. But I mean, if I had to pick one, I choose Superman over Supergirl, just because I'm more familiar with it. But I mean, I don't think it's a bad show, but also I don't know because I don't watch it.
Yeah, also true. I haven't seen really any of the DC
TV shows?
Yeah, TV shows,
Yeah.
extended universe. Is that what it is?
DCEU.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of the
Or actually,
shows.
the TV version is called the Arrowverse.
The Arrowverse.
Yeah,
I
because it's all
haven't.
based on Green Arrow.
I've seen some episodes here and there, and I love DC. My favorite superhero of all time is Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And that's a DC hero. But I'm also really faithful to Marvel. I'm like so in between because I have favorites of Marvel that are super classic, and then I just love everything about.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. My favorite superhero of all time is the Flash, but like Marvel of everything.
Yeah, I got more Marvel pops than I do
Yeah.
DC pops.
Yeah. Which is funny because I have like a whole bunch of like Marvel so I have the collection series, like the
Legend
life
series?
size, the Legend series, which is like the life size replicas, so like Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, the gauntlets, both the
Iron
hammers
Man's,
and
yeah.
Iron Man's, and I plan to get like the helmets, like I think they have Black Panther, Ant-Man, Iron Man, and they just released
Go for the
Punisher.
full Iron Man suit.
Do it.
I mean,
just
shoot,
buy the
it's
whole
only
thing.
$3,000.
Yeah, only 3,000.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, I bought one yesterday. If I
Patreon.
knew that.
Right, yeah,
Help
check,
us out.
check that Patreon. Let's get it.
And I
We'll
feel
have
like
it as a
it'd be
backdrop.
so stiff. I saw a video of someone wearing one, and they were just like so stiff moving around. I'm like, oh, I'd rather want to have a really cool costume if someone else that might be a little more
Yeah, so like a real Iron Man.
not revealing, but
$10,000.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want my
we're the-
balls hanging out.
I wore the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man suit, just the green screen dots on it.
Yeah.
I'll do Mark Ruffalo's Hulk.
Just the big thing. Yeah.
Just the dots and the gray suit, the gray like
Yeah,
morph suit.
That's hilarious. Yeah, but like, I have all these Marvel stuff, and then like I have like Marvel T-shirts and hats and stuff. But then I have like a Flash tattoo. So it's like when I have my whole Marvel get up, and then I have a DC tattoo. It's like, I probably think about it more than anyone else does. I don't think anyone's gonna come up and be like, "Yo, you're crossing universes. Go to hell."
How dare you like both?
How are you wearing a Marvel
One or
hat
the
but a
other.
Flash tattoo?
Take these Glock rings.
You
to your face.
crossbreeder.
Crossbreeder. That's hilarious. I think it's okay to like both. I like both. I grew up with both. I remember one of the very first graphic novels I was able to read was a real good one too. It was Kingdom Come, where it's like in this dystopian future where all the original superheroes are like retired. And there's like this new batch of supers out, and they're all like crazy. Like they're just like too much. So the OG Justice League comes down. It's like, simmer down, because we about to go and whip them. We about to whip them. And then they proceed to whip everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, you forgot.
With the
I'm still Superman.
Crack these younglings into shape.
Yeah,
boy.
I think like one of the very first scenes it shows like Superman in just overalls, like no undershirt, just like overalls, and he has a ponytail. And he's like lifting up a tractor, like with one finger.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I think my favorite comic arc of all times is Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Oh yeah, Flashpoint's so good. It's so good.
So good.
It's such a good spin to show you just that what if that just worked out so
Yeah,
well.
why I think Marvel's What If animated series coming out soon, hopefully, is going to be so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm really hoping. I know
really
they got a
fun.
lot of the voice actors to come back from the cinematic universe to
So
voice
that'd be
them.
really
So.
cool. Yeah, Marvel's going to be killing it the next couple of years, so I'm very excited.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
once we are able to go see the movies, I'm super excited about the
Yeah.
new ones coming out.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
super-
we should have already seen Black Widow, but now they had to postpone it like
Mhm.
6 months. So I was like, damn.
and they're still releasing like release dates for new Marvel movies that will come out after that. And I'm like, how y'all are still full motion? Like, no, as soon as we get people back out,
True.
cha-ching, mother trucker.
Yeah, and they already got the XMen acquisition. So
And the Fantastic Four.
yeah, they're going to be crazy.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god!
insane.
Yeah, they're gonna have so much content, and there were some of the I like the original X-Men movie. Wolverine's one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Yeah, but you haven't seen the new versions, right?
I've seen Doomsday. Is that what it's called? Not Doomsday.
No,
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Apocalypse. I saw Apocalypse for free on
You
like
crossbreeder.
Amazon or something, right? And I really should have known that one. But other than that, I don't think I've seen any of them when they went back in time. And
Yeah.
it's like Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
And
shoot, what's his name? To make,
such a good actor
X-Men.
from Glass, or not Glass, from
Also Glass, yeah.
yeah, Glass.
What's his name?
Oh, this is gonna kill me. Oh boy,
So I'll just put a little intermission.
Xavier. You know,
I know his
that's
name.
how he does it when he's younger.
Right.
That's how he focuses. I've seen pictures and memes of him doing this, but he never did it before.
James
And I was
McAvoy.
like, what?
James McAvoy.
Yes, Charmin. Ah, come on. Yes.
Yes.
God.
Yeah,
God.
so, yeah, he's good. I mean, I
He was also in the Assassins with Angelinas. What's it called? The flipping bullets. Spin them out the gun. Wanted.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
a great actor. I like him a lot. He's
Flipping bullets, boy.
And now they're like,
that should be a
just
club
spins around.
tries. The club tries to guess what the fuck you're talking about.
Yo, that would be a good one too. You just gotta describe something really bad. Describe movies really bad. You know, flipping bullets.
That movie
man.
with the car and it.
Flipping bullets 2 never
and it's
came
green.
Like that logic song, like, oh, you mean the movie with the car,
Oh,
the train,
oh,
the place,
yeah.
and the thing? I said, yeah, source code. I know that one. Yeah, so I mean,
James McAvoy, wonderful actor.
yeah, you should be on the podcast. Let him know. Patreon.
Patreon.
So, yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
really
use my
like.
brain powers to get him to do it.
Yeah, I really like the. I don't know if you even call it like the new version of X-Men.
Well, yeah, I know Dark Phoenix completely flopped.
Yeah, that
I
one was-
wanted to
hard.
watch it, but never.
I like watched it
hard.
for the sake of watching it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see it again.
Well,
but,
there were so many things I didn't like about the original stuff, like Rogue. Rogue in the comics in the animated series too was like a Southern Belle that was a giant, right? Like she was just massive, like lean fighting machine that will suck your powers out while saying, "Sorry about that, sugar." You know?
and now she's like scared of herself.
Yeah,
and,
I'm like, what the heck is this?
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the original X-Men, where although they were really good, I enjoyed them. I think where they lacked is just modern advancements in technology and stuff. So I mean, acting aside, like just like effects, like you know.
Yeah,
motion effects
old
and
boy
stuff.
was great as
Special
Wolvies.
effects.
He said, "Fing, fing, fing." Stab, stab.
Yeah, like even if you think about
Logan was a great movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what was
Cried.
the-
So
I
good.
cried.
Yes.
yeah, that was good.
It was
great.
what the fans needed,
Yep.
and it was what the fans wanted,
and what
and it was
what
what the
wanted?
fans were expecting. and it was what the fans got.
It
Right?
was
It
perfect.
was great.
Yeah, so I mean that's good too. I really did enjoy the new versions of the X-Men. I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd say the new ones.
I want suits. You hear me, Marvel? If you bring them in, they better have their suits. And why? Because they're mutants and they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, it's like what was it?
They have knives
Deadpool
coming
2?
out of their hands. They can wear a blue and yellow suit.
Right.
You're not going to
Now-
mess with them.
Now that's an interesting arc too. Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Because guess what will happen?
They can. They legally can now.
The X-Men will slaughter the Avengers.
Ooh, that's where you're wrong, bud.
No,
Thor.
what happened? What about Thor?
Oh, fuck
Suck
him
his
up.
powers. Worthy
No, he can't
Rogue
touch
comes
him.
through flying. She's already flying. Now she's worthy enough to get the hammer.
Professor
Smash
X
her.
himself
Yeah.
could.
You can't.
Professor X, he's
touch
going to do
him.
this.
Doctor
And give
Remember-
them all brain aneurysms or
Remember
something.
Logan
and
to where
Doctor
they
Strange
literally
gonna do this.
Remember when
Yeah,
Logan?
what's that
Logan.
going to do?
Block it with a force field. What do you mean?
Magneto can literally control the magnetic fields of a person. In the movies, he literally had someone inject somebody with a little bit of metal and he freaking tore it out of them.
True.
And that wasn't even max level comic book Magneto.
Yeah.
Tear the iron out of your body. Dead.
Yep.
His daughter, Scarlet Witch. The movies, I love the sister from the Olsen twins, the Olsen, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Wonderful, right? In the comics, the strongest mutant ever. She can do whatever she wants. Whatever she thinks. She changed the entire universe in the House of M graphic novel.
Yeah.
The entire thing. And you want to know how they figured out she did it? Wolverine could smell something was different. He was walking down the street and said, something's weird about this place.
They did something kind of like that in the new X-Men. So we should just go watch all of them tonight, I guess.
All the X-Men?
Yeah,
Every
well,
single
not,
one? Let's do it.
just the new ones.
It's crazy, man.
I'd be happy with just watching all the
X-Men,
Wolverine.
X-Men would tear Avengers. I love the Avengers. X-Men would tear Avengers. What's Tony Stark going to do when Magneto just rips his suit off of him in the sky? He's going to have another one bullet out to him. He's going to say, "Pow!"
that's where
He's
you have
nothing.
the specificity. Are we talking like mid-tier heroes? Or are we talking like you said, like top tier? Because what was Iron Man's top tier? God Killer armor?
He's not going to bring God Killer. Even if it is God Killer,
Yeah, I mean,
Magneto
it's
can
nanotech.
control metal.
Okay, he can control metal. Nanotech ain't metal.
What is it?
It's like not metal.
I
He'll
don't
tear
know
that
if
thing
that's
out
true.
of
Hey, guy
Tony
behind the
Stark's
camera.
chest.
No,
take
he's
it
not,
out.
He doesn't have that anymore in his
He
God
would
armor.
take the entire God Killer armor and just...
Mm.
Nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. That's how
They literally
OP
had Professor X
the
was
X-Men
literally living
are.
in a silo so that he couldn't use his powers because,
Destroy humanity.
like,
Destroy.
I am Iron Man.
Oh, so okay. So now he has to go and get all the Infinity Stones. Do you see how well that worked out, right?
Yeah, just a couple bing bang pow time travel. I mean, before you know,
He's like, okay, guys, we got to get back together and get those stones. What? Why, man? There's this dude. He controls metal. What's the gauntlet made out of?
Vibranium.
Metal? Oh, he says, I don't care if this is some
a dwarf
crazy,
star.
yeah, some dwarf star metal. It's metal, boy.
I think there's.
He's
I don't
gonna
know
make
about
those rocks fall right off, and then he's gonna pick them up. But guess what? He's gonna put them on like his helmet.
Cyclops alone.
Do you know about Cyclops?
I mean,
He's
we're
actually
gonna see.
insane.
So what you don't know about Cyclops
So
is they got
here's
to the
the thing.
basis of his ocular blast, and it basically, to put it in layman's terms, when he opens his eyes, it opens gates of freaking hell, and hell bursts out of his eyes.
Oh god.
Sorry, Thor, you got hellfire on your face.
How'd I go?
Oh, sorry, X-Men are OP.
Yeah, I think that's the story. So
Absolutely overpowered.
That's why I'm so mad at the movies.
In the X-Men universe, they're OP, but when they have to downsize to Marvel MCU, no.
But key term, they have to downsize.
D.
Time will tell. Kevin Feige, don't fuck up. Just remember this, okay?
The X-Men are wonderful people, and they
Yeah.
deserve to.
And
They
that's
deserve
an
to
interesting
be
topic
included.
because you can converse, be in debate between like X-Men and Avengers, both Marvel, and then you can also do Marvel versus DC. Like there's just so many.
Okay, who do you think would win, Justice League or Avengers?
I mean, Justice League.
Yeah.
Not because I want them to.
He said, "I hate it, but yes." I would agree.
I think I feel like
Avengers.
Justice League is they're just too comic booky, too powerful. Like they have powers. Like
God killer armor.
I
Bitch the size of a
that would
planet.
Fuck up someone too. I mean, Avengers wise, the only cosmic beings you have is Thor and Hulk. Not even Hulk isn't like cosmic.
No,
he's
that's
just
not true at
damn
all. They're
huge.
literally about to come out with a movie called The Eternals, and it's literally about the cosmic beings.
But like Avengers,
Ego.
In the Avengers.
like Avengers, not like Marvel versus DC. That's a different.
But
topic.
but the Avengers, are you talking about like Marvel? Like Avengers have to face like God tier level like beings like that.
I mean, I know in Guardians, like Star Lord, but he's like half.
Yeah, and then
God.
Ego, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so, I mean,
he's one of the Eternals.
It definitely, it's just an interesting debate that you can have with any assortment of groups.
Yeah, I would believe that Justice League would win for two reasons. First reason, I always hate to say it because I know there's a lot of fanboys out there, because fucking Superman.
Yeah.
There's just nothing you can do. He's like lifted a star, like
Yeah.
Superman.
Well, unless you put him back on his home planet, then it's a different story.
Oh, you know what?
If he doesn't
That's
have
true.
the
Put him
first
anywhere
son-
near a red star, but his home planet's destroyed, so you can't put
Yeah,
him back
so
there.
put him back there, and he's ready.
Put him back there.
Destroyed.
Superman is like, if we're talking about battle on Earth or anywhere near a yellow star, there's just no way.
Well, what about
Because
Thor versus Superman?
Superman?
I think. Well,
If you thought Superman was not worthy for 1 second to hold that hammer, and two, if you think that Superman's not strong enough to wield that hammer, that's a dangerous combination.
Well, I mean, if you're talking like comic wise, I mean, worthy isn't dependent upon your power.
Well, no, we're
it-
talking about his hammer. You
Yeah,
have to
like
be
the
worthy
hammer.
to have
Yeah,
the hammer.
yeah. So I mean, it doesn't matter how strong you are. You
Well,
can't
Thor
lift it
without
up.
the hammer and Superman,
Yeah, I mean, if he's like
Superman.
God Thunder,
And if we're
Thor.
just talking about comic book Thor, it'd be a really good fight. If we're talking about MCU Thor,
yeah, current Thor would have a better
Yeah.
chance.
he
like-
got shocked in the neck by the Valkyrie. You know, it's like
yeah.
down.
But
like,
now
no.
after that, I mean, like Stormbreaker Thor is a little different.
And then second reason why Justice League would win, because Batman always has a plan. He has a contingency for everything.
For
And if you don't think that he can come up with one very quickly, Batman's a genius. And he would be like,
That's true.
I already know, boy. We just need to find from their dude Magneto. Where's he at?
yeah, so
Batman would turn himself into a mutant or something crazy. He would figure out how to make
The
Captain
X
America's
thing.
freaking soldier serum, and he would make himself super freaking man, super bat, the super bat.
Batman.
Yeah,
Batman.
the super Batman.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting, and what's even crazier is all this is like it's not real.
That's the
Completely
best
made
part.
up, and it's like
We're
having
arguing over
debates
fiction.
and over nothing, and so if you're not into comic books, what's wrong with you? Like, start
Loser.
crossbreeders,
Crossbreeders.
non-breeders.
If you could have any mashup of two superheroes, one from each side, who would you want to see
Like,
mashed up? Yeah, combined.
Combined into one?
Well, so for me,
Yeah, look
right,
around.
so
Who
this
we
is your
picking?
inventory. Well, I mean, that's an interesting question. For me, on one side of things, like Red Death is got to be like one of the coolest Flash, combinations other than the White Lantern, right?
Mhm.
Or was it Blue? I forget. I think it
So
was-
Flash was both.
Okay,
Flash
so,
became both. Yeah. At
other than
different
like,
times.
and that's just like within their own universe. So I mean,
Blue Lantern Flash is dope
yeah.
though.
So like, I mean, off the top, I'd have to give it a little more thought to have a true answer. But off the top of my head, I'm just thinking, can you imagine like Flash and Thor? Just based off of like powers.
Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, like
I could
he's
even
already
think of a
fast.
backstory right now, boy. He was going through that little rainbow tunnel through the sky
And
and
he got
accidentally
zapped.
went into the what you call it, the Speed Force,
Yeah, yeah.
and then boom,
Done.
Super Thor.
The Thor.
He's like, you thought Thor was fast before, boy. You ain't even gonna see him coming whacking you with that hammer.
Yeah. So I mean, but also at the same time, the more I think about it, that's kind of like just kind of crazy.
Like Iron Man,
A
Batman
little silly.
mashed together,
Yeah, 'cause
all
they're
black
both-
Iron Man suit with ears.
And a utility belt.
He just shoots out batarangs from his wrist,
Right, and he's
energy
like
batarangs.
nanotech batarangs,
And the sonar.
And he's like double Playboy philanthropist. He's a billionaire,
Right.
Trillionaire.
A
He's
billionaire.
a trillionaire philanthropist.
There we go. What's his name? Bruce Stark.
Bruce
Tony
Stark.
Wayne. That's his name. Tony Wayne.
Let's take Batman and Iron Man. It's gonna be
The
called,
Iron Bat.
Iron Man.
The Iron Bat.
Batman. Yeah. Tony Wayne.
Tony Wayne.
This is the second. Yeah. So I mean that's cool. But I think one of my favorite parts of any kind of comic book series is when they mash them. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like Flash has been mutated with, I think, just about every other hero in his respective.
The Flash has, so there's like super fast Superman, super soups.
I mean, I can't imagine there's not.
I know there's
off the top of my
Batman.
head.
There's Batman Metal series where it's
Yeah,
the
so
same thing.
Red Death.
I got the
So there's
Green
Red Death,
Dawnbreaker
which is where
Batman right
and
here.
then, you know,
I also have
Batwoman.
his pop over there too. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, even like you said, Green Lantern. The Kingdom Come, that wasn't the Green Lantern storyline, was it?
No,
That was-
that's the Blackest Night.
yeah,
Boy,
so
that's
a cool
my
one too. Yeah.
favorite graphic novel.
Yeah, so that's a cool one
Green
too.
Lantern's
so.
my favorite.
Mhm.
I'm like, what? Who doesn't want to see a whole bunch of dead Black Lanterns coming up, wrecking the whole entire universe, and then the Green Lantern has to go to the other guys? It's like, I mean,
It's like, yeah, listen.
I know we don't get along, but them dudes killing us. You're gonna help out, and they're like, shit, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess we don't help you out.
Yes, I mean,
Fuck Tony Wayne, at dog. Right? Why you gotta come to us?
on a little flip phone. Hey,
So I know we used to be cool, and we're not, but this dude messing with me, man. I need some help.
right?
Jump
Or like they've like converged universes, and then it's like a Dragon Ball Z fusion situation.
Look, don't get me started.
Can
on
you say that
Dragon
on
Ball
screen?
Z
Yeah, they
too. I love Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z.
so I mean, comics and I guess comics in general are just great, you know, overall.
One, I mean, just like the classic responses from people. It's like an escape. You know, it's entertaining.
Yeah, fantasy
You know,
and stuff.
I think and they've been around for a long time. Like our
Long
grandparents
time.
grew up with them. Our parents grew up with them. We grew up with them. But then being raised by people who grew up with them too, and then growing up with them as they continue to move along, you know, it just brings another little special aspect to it.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
You know.
And then also nowadays, with all the age of advertising and whatnot, I mean, you can capitalize on any superhero in any assortment of range,
Yeah.
from TV shows, movies, comics, books,
Plushes,
toys.
blankets,
yeah, toys,
shoes,
actors, you know. So that's pretty cool too.
underwear.
Yeah,
I don't have superhero underwear.
I have Flash underwear.
Yeah, I totally have an Avengers underwear.
I think the only not Flash piece of apparel I don't own are shoes.
Yeah.
I have socks, underwear. I even have the Flash
Pants?
ring. Yeah,
Shorts?
Yeah, pants
Yeah.
and shorts. Shirts, multiple shirts, hats,
Glasses.
tattoo. Yeah, I do have glasses. There's sunglasses. Yeah. Try it.
Watch.
Shit.
Ring. You have a ring.
I have the ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Pinky toe ring.
guess I'm about to get that next. So I mean,
Like,
yeah.
Flash, we need you. Hold up. Let me take off your shoe and your sock real quick.
Hiya. Take your shit. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, there's something else I was gonna say, but I forgot already. So,
Also, speaking of mashups, I love Power Rangers,
Mhm.
and they have a comic. And speaking of comics, I have a comic somewhere over here that's a Power Ranger comic, and they have their own comic line, which is really cool. And it's about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is my favorite. What you can't see right above you is this whole top piece is all of my Power Ranger pops, and they did crossover ones with like the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Batman's done one with Ninja Turtles too. I think.
actually, I think my battery's about to
The
die on
Ninja
camera.
Turtles from the original like 1990s movies did a mashup on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV show. I'm pretty sure,
That's
and they
wild.
fought together. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Great.
It's so nice. And I think in the comic books now, the Turtles are getting their own Ranger costumes. I mean, don't even quote me on that, people who actually pay attention to it. Before you're like, what is this douchebag talking about? But I'm pretty sure, and maybe it was just a fan art I saw, that they're getting like their own like turtleized Power Ranger suit.
Mighty Morphin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There we go. That's a
long-ass
mouthful.
name.
MMTNT Turtles.
Well, I think my camera's about to die, so we're gonna wrap this up real quick. So, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Paperback Club podcast. With no intro, if you didn't notice, we just started yapping and going. For those of you
Yapping and
watching
going.
on
That's the title
YouTube,
of this episode.
Check out the scenery. Check out the description. Links to anything you could ever possibly need. Social media, Patreon,
Patreon.
and any of our streaming platforms for this podcast are available there. Thanks to our guest again, Cameron, and always Richard Knox and
Whoop,
Elias
whoop.
Dell. Deuces.
And don't forget one last thing, because you know I'm going to put it in there. If you want to hear us talk about any specific topic, put it right down below, and we would love to give you our thoughts and opinions on it, unless it is too
Absolutely.
polarizing.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble with anybody, okay? But let me tell you, I will.
We'll do it for you. All right. Deuces.
Bye.
How's the chemistry on that?
Oh my God, it was so wonderful. Did you hear that time I was yelling?